Can I talk to Jesse?
Not a good time.
Don't.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is James, and in this video, let's talk about that time that Carol told Rick that he's going to have to kill Pete. That's the only solution. You know, Morgan hadn't built the jail cell yet. Carol, of course, had been a victim of domestic abuse. She had been talking to Sam. She recognized it, and she went and told Rick.
Pete's hitting Jesse. Maybe Sam too.
Sam tell you?
He didn't have to.
Pete, his wife Jessie, they had two sons, Sam and Ron. Ron, of course, is the one that shot Carl's eye out. Sam's the one that made friends with Carol, and she got a lot of information out of him.
He said his mom put a bolt on the inside of his closet. Tells him to lock himself in sometimes and not come out till morning.
Pete was a resident of Alexandria. He was a surgeon, a doctor, not someone you just want to throw away, exile, or kill, right? Someone who was actually operating on or trying to fix up Tara. She was injured while out scavenging. So Pete is actually a useful guy, someone you don't easily want to get rid of. But he is hitting and abusing Jesse, probably Sam.
Rick, I know how this is going to go with Pete. There's only one way it can go. You're going to have to kill him.
You know, it's the zombie apocalypse, and these days and times you don't have a jail cell. You know, maybe killing is the only way. Carol certainly tells Rick, hey, look, that's the only way I know of. It's the only thing that stopped Ed.
You thought about Pete? About what I said?
Yeah.
Rick has definitely been thinking about it for sure, but he goes and talks to Deanna, and Deanna actually lets him know that she knew about it.
We have a problem with Pete.
I hoped it'd get better.
You knew?
She asked Rick, what are you going to do about it, or what can you do about it? And he says, we're going to have to kill him. She's like, this is civilization. You don't just go around killing people, you know? He's like, then we separate them. She's like, what if you don't want to do that? She's like, we'll just exile him. And he's like, dude can come back at any time and present harm to the community. No, that's not an answer. Exiling is not an answer. I know it's the apocalypse. Rick is still a little bit in red machete mode. I do wonder why his cop instincts as far as, hey, we need a cell, you know? And he wasn't on board a little more with Morgan. I know Morgan was too far extreme, saving the wolves and all that kind of stuff to me. He's a little too soft, you know, on people.
I could kill you right now. The way this is played out, you have a chance.
And we can all talk about Carol's badass moments throughout all the seasons, but this was one of her badass moments. I know blowing up Terminus and all that kind of stuff was Rambo kind of stuff, but her confronting Pete, I mean, she just walked in there like no fear whatsoever from this dude. She had conquered all that shit. She brings him a casserole or something, but she pulls out a knife.
Play your cards right. Maybe you don't have to die.
So after the fight, they actually get separated. Jesse and the kids go somewhere. He gets to stay in his house. So they're separated at the moment. That's why Carol goes over there and says, look, you know, this played out differently than I thought. Maybe you don't have to die if you play your cards right. She tried to warn him. Carol even tried to go, even though it's a big moment, she stood up to him, put a knife to his chin. It's like, look, dude, you're weak. You're nothing, but you have a chance to live. Do the right thing. But of course, we know how it all ended. Rick goes to talk to Jesse. Pete confronts him. They get in a fight. Michonne knocks Rick out, but eventually Pete comes back for some revenge, tries to kill Rick with Michonne's katana, kills Reg instead, Deanna's husband. That's when she changes her mind, like, you're right. Dude needs to die. Do it, Rick. And Rick kills Pete. And all of this happens in front of pretty much everybody. And of course, that's when Morgan shows up. But coming into Alexandria, it's something Carol notices. I think Rick kind of sort of maybe felt it as well a little bit. But Carol definitely for sure, she got the scoop from Sam. She knew that Pete was beating his wife and that was wrong and they had to do something about it. And of course, that's wrong in real life as well. But looking back on when Carol told Rick to kill Pete, or he was going to have to kill Pete, you know, they were badasses coming into a community that had never really been outside the walls much. So it was definitely a huge clash between the outsiders and the insiders per se. We're in an apocalypse. That old world crap, yeah, we don't put up with that. But hey, that was a look back in an old The Walking Dead scene from season 5, episodes 14, 15, 16. Hey, you guys let me know what you think about it all, of course, down in the comments below, and you know I'll join you there. This is James in Nashville. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more dead stuff.